we have to take care of our Mother Earth, and Mother Earth, especially the planet, because it provides many natural resources. So how we have to take care of that is very important with the technology what we have explored. Correct. So very good morning. Without any further delay, I'm going to start. So just I would like to ask you, my screen is visible to you all, and my audio is clear to all of you. If it is clear, then I can start. Is it clear? So anyone can respond to me.
Yes, sir.
So it's clear, right? So coming to here, so today I'm going to take like this the future of farming, how exactly with the help of AI, how we can do. So AI, first of all, I would like to just interact because many people are here from different domains of expertise. So here AI means everyone are talking nowadays AI everywhere, but how this going to be implemented in real time is very important, and how we have to use it means it should not be taken over, but ultimately the user has to take care of that, how exactly in real time the things are happening. That is important. And we, because we know that touch and feel, we should know, we only know, right? So that we have, but we have to use the technology, and how in which way better we can use it, that is in our hand, and we have to take care of that, right? So here means what I would like to say means how we have to use it, means how we have to use it means how to take care of the soil resources, whatever the soil or others the natural resources whatever are available, how we have to make use of them in better way, and that to be in which way it should be useful, and we have to give further for the coming generations also, how we have to give that to them is also one of the most important tasks nowadays. Correct. It's not that we are using today and finished. Correct. We have to take care of the coming peers also. Correct. For the coming generations, how it's going to be and how it should be helpful to everyone. So here, so I'm going to cover this lecture, and it won't be, I think, I hope so, I won't get bore you. But if you have any questions, you can ask me, right? So if I'm not audible, if any connection, technical glitches, if anything also there, please inform me, right? So coming to here, so today I'm going to cover for all these six sections I'm going to cover. So first, I'm going to give you the just rise of AI in agriculture in the form of introduction. I'm going to give you. Next one is the core benefits of AI in AI. Why? How it's going to be? What are the main things? Right. So these things we are going to see in the next session. And the next third, I'm going to cover about the AI applications. Like everyone are talking now, just now I also said how exactly we are going to revolution means how it's going to revolutionize, like in agriculture, what exactly it's taking, how exactly, why, what is the purpose of that? These things we are going to see with the different applications in different domains. And next after that, the role of AI in agriculture, like the information management cycle, like how this information management cycle will be taken care. There should be some steps to be followed. So what are those steps to be followed? Those things I'm going to cover. And next, when we are using this technology, there may be some challenges, correct? So how these challenges to be faced, and we have to mitigate them, right? So for that, there will be some strategies for this AI adoption. So for those strategies, what are those strategies, challenges, these things also we'll see. And next is the last with the concluding part. I'm going to do some, give you some future trends and the outlook of AI in agriculture. Okay, so these are my today's session's topics. Okay, coming to the first part one, here I'm going to give you about the introduction, and as I said, the rise of AI in agriculture. How exactly, right? So here, this is the most important, why we are going to do this and why it is required. So when we talk about here, like uh, if you see, problem means every day. So everyone are saying correct. So everywhere the technology is growing. So everywhere technology is growing, and at the same time the population is also growing. How we have to take. So with this, the need of this agriculture innovation is also important, because here, if you see the population growth and food demand in the coming years, like in the coming 10 to 15 years, how it's going to be changed. Like it's going to be projected as with the help of the present calculations. So the next 15 days, 15 years, it is going to be 10 billion. So see how it's going to be. So with this, there should be an immense pressure, correct, on agriculture. how we have to do that. And just not only that, there should be a demand in crop production and also the yield management and everything. So there will be shortage of food and everything will come in future. In future. So how these things should be taken care and how we have to uh, overcome with all these issues we have to see. So for this especially, so here these are the changes what is going to happen in the coming years. So with the limited land, the challenges when we talk about here, especially we can say about the traditional farming, especially the challenges in traditional farming like limited land, labor shortage, because nowadays many people with the lack of information, a lack of technological usages, here people are diverting, or I can say migrating from the traditional agriculture field to their, some other daily based need based activities they are going as a daily wage labor like that they are doing, right? So this should not happen. So how we have to do that? So how we have to take care of that? So these things are very important. So in that case, so with this with these technologies, how we have to overcome and how we can make more the soil more fertile and how we can go and use this. So we have to get this with of desired farming techniques. So here the desired farming techniques already we know there are many. So how especially these techniques are going to be used that we are going to. So when we see about the revolutionizing like farming practices, like why when we talk about what is AI, especially when we talk about here, sorry. Uh, so what is this, especially the AI in agriculture, how we have to do. So that means as I said, revolutionizing these farming practices. So especially what a main thing in all the cases, not only in this, even in our academics, even if you take some of the technology also, everywhere we'll see what efficiency is the first one, and the next one is called the sustainability and the productivity. So these three things are very important, and without these three, we can't do right. If you are going to habitate or you are going to implement these things in future, so you have to take care of all these important points. So these are three important basic needs we have to fulfill. So and not only this, because in when we talk about agriculture, how these things are going to address the challenges faced with this climate change and resource scarcity, right? So here I given a few points, especially we call it as AI integration agriculture ecosystem. So how they're going to do. So especially the main benefit of this AI adoption is nothing but like we can say that AI can offer data-driven solutions and automation of overcome labor shortages. As I just now I said, there is a lack of labor shortage, right? So how, because people nowadays, many you are seeing, right? Many people are habituated with the technology and habituated with mobile, right? Mobile technologies, and everyone nowadays want just like plug and play, correct? So in that way, but it should not be fully depend on that. But how we have to use them, make use of them as per the need we have to take. So in this case, here, if you see the life cycle, the ecosystem of this AI integration, how it exactly takes place, right? So here, it's not only in one particular, in all the places it will take, like water management, first because water due to water management already few of you are here from agriculture background also, you know, right? Sometimes what happens they switch on the motor because many people they are unaware of that. They switch on the motor and they forget. Sometimes it happens, but due to overflow of the water, right? So due to overflow of the water also they may spoil the crop, right? So it's obviously it spoils the crop. And sometimes what happens already sometimes they give more water and the other time they may not give, or they may forget, or they may think already we have given sufficient of water. It's not that. There should be an equal amount of water management. That is most important, already you know, correct? Some crop need very little bit of water, but some crops need more water, and some crop need continuous stagnant or continuous flow of water, what requirement. So like already we know, because based on the crop importance, based on the crop quality, right? So when we talk about different types of crop and water management, so here a smart irrigation system is important and water management system is also required, how much water is required and at what time it required, that also to be taken. Either overshoot of water or undershoot of the water creates the problem. So these things to be overcome, right? And main thing is about the other one I can talk about here, that is livestock. So livestock, when we talk here, exactly what exactly the number and how what is the productivity based on the livestock, right? Even the government supporting to maintain these livestock, right? But people, due to some negligence, or I can't say this exactly, but due to some lack of knowledge or lack of importance of that, they may miss. But this thing should not happen, right? Once we do that, what happened again immediately the marketplace, it affects the market, right? So even it affects the remaining steps also, like marketplaces. There are different marketplaces. Like if we won't provide that productivity in time, there is a loss, right? Even the person who is maintaining, say, if they maintain properly, then it's good. If they won't, then there will be a problem, right? So it not only one problem, it creates in different stages of problems, correct? So marketplace, logistics, everything. So all these problems, because there will be some commitment, so we may not so fulfill that. So there should be particular decision support, right? And there should be a automation system where we can do. So if you do all this decision support, robotics with help of robotics automation system, or a ledger system with automated ledger system, if you maintain all this livestock, each and every, like from feeding to productivity, whatever the stock, whatever the livestock it is, right? So we have to come up with this integration, then we will be sustained with all this, and even financially we can also do better. So ultimately, we have to see all this. So this AI integration not only take care of that particular thing, it can maintain all these fields. So in all these fields are important, or directly or indirectly they are interlinked. So how we have to make use of that? So we have to come up with this. Once we have the system, we can maintain. Otherwise, we can't. Right. So coming to the second part two, that is about core benefits of AI in agriculture. So how exactly this core benefits we'll see. So when we talk about this, especially automation, right? So AI integration. So when we see that, how exactly, if we take a particular crop, so what means it's particular crop, right? So precision and smart farming. So what you require, social and economic impact, management zones which are there. So to maintain that, what type of crop sensors required. So these things also we have to take care, like soil moisture sensors or water sensors, like different temperature sensors, humidity sensors, like these all sensors will come into picture. So with help of IoT and smart technologies, we can incorporate all these things. We can embed all these devices, all these sensors, and we can get the information in real time and we can monitor that. So like these things we can gather. So with the help of the sensors and all, so the first part we can call here it as gathering and processing data. So that means we can gather the data or in one way of this, and the other way we can say with the help of like proximity sensors or ground vehicles, or otherwise with some remote sensing images like a satellite database, whatever the imagery we have, based on that, and what application software, what are the softwares are required to process that data, right? Now, we are not in that stage. Now we already crossed that stage. We have that. But how we have to use that, that is important. So based on the, because now we have the data. Now everywhere you might have heard, I guess, right? Data is the gold now. We can say data is the new gold, we can say. So everywhere we are calling data. So it's available, but how we are using it, that is important. So how better way you are using. So this is which gives the importance. So now here we are taking these techniques which with the help of integration of AI, so we can make decision support. Means we can make some knowledge-based representation. We can make some decision support. So how they should be based on the previous, it means based on the previous historical data, whatever we are collecting, based on those, or even if it is a traditional way of farming also, we have to collect all this. We should not neglect all the time the traditional farming, because always we have to give the importance to the traditional farming, but we have to support the traditional farming with some technological interventions. So these technological interventions, how we are supporting to the traditional farming, these things helps them, right? So we have to come up because there are very good traditional farming techniques, so we should not overcome. That's the reason I'm saying. So here, by with the help of this AI integration, we can predict, right, that we can do some analytic techniques, so decision supports, how we can do if we do use this much of herbicides, how we can go
अरे
ahead
ध्रुव सर,
make a decision. Like
वो मनीष
this,
सर जरा
we
मैसेज
have to
फॉरवर्ड कर
come
दिया,
up
कहाँ है, छुपा हुआ है। मनीष
and we
सर वाला
have to
कुछ था ना,
implement,
ये लेसन प्लान वगैरह कुछ अपलोड करने वाला,
right? So we
कहाँ
have
पर
to
किए थे
take
वो मैसेज?
we have to take such type of
कहीं मैसेज किए
techniques
थे ना वो कि
and
ये प्रोसेस
decisions,
है,
and we have to
हैं?
implement them, and we have to get the actually.
बेस,
So once we do
हाँ
that,
हाँ,
then only we
कहाँ
can
पर है,
get
मेल पर है,
that. So
किस नाम से,
variable rate
मनीष?
applications, real-time alert systems.
अच्छा,
Okay, so real-time application, like real-time means, like as I said, sensors, the ground is what exactly the water is required. That means whether the water is pumping there correctly or sprinkling there correctly or not, whether the area is covered or not. These all things we should get to know directly on our mobile. So this is the one of the project already
तो
with the
होगा
support
सर,
of Department of Science and Technology. I supported for especially for the weaker section people, especially in Telangana, at one of the places, one of the district people have faced actually economically because they have the land, but the lack of technological interventions they are unable to do. Especially in Telangana, there was a scarcity of water. So they don't have the continuous water. So how they have to use that water? So there we given the support system to which helps them to monitor because especially in Telangana, in that particular district, even there the economically weaker section, many of the youth they have done their diploma and ITI background. So with their background of study like ITI diploma they did, so why can't they do that? Correct. So we added this technology, we given the technological intervention to those people and we train, means they don't know initially, but we have to give the training. So once we give the training, then after that, automatically they can do that because I have seen that 2 years back. So now they're doing lot of business. Like actually, I say the in that small land, what they did, they cultivated marigold flowers, especially in southeast region. Actually, for festivals they use more flowers, and especially they use marigold. So they cultivated the marigold flowers. Like, they planted many. So they use these techniques, right? They did like for that and continuously they are doing now and even they share every time and even they started a small startup like I can't say startup, a small like support from MSME. They started as a small SME and they started and they're distributing from their village to other. By seeing these people, the other people also come forward and they are taking the same the technological interventions, the technological benefits of that they are taking and they are implemented. They are already implemented, and few are doing for some vegetables. Few are doing from especially for green vegetable, leafy vegetables, and few are doing for crop, especially for a particular crop. Right. So like these people are doing. So they have come up. Means once we do initiation, once we take a small initiation, with that, other people also can mobilize and can react based on that. Because nowadays, how the people we know, because until unless they see and feel, they won't come. Correct? So that's why how they have to be. So they should not feel difficult. We have to give them the clear picture of how exactly to be used of those things, then it will be easy for them. Correct. So they share the pictures every time. So this time I'm doing this like that. So I feel very happy because we given something to the people, to the society, right? And especially the weaker, especially the economically background people. See how they changed totally now that their total lifestyle has been changed. So that itself is enough for us. Correct. So like that, that whole village now they transformed. They're doing better, right? So this is the experience what I have with this. So that's why I would like to share with you all. So I'm sure. Now, most another important is cost saving and resource optimization as another important this AI integration. So here the core integration of AI, and now we can call precision agriculture, right? So like this, what we are doing actually precision agriculture is nothing because they're doing so how exactly the soil management practice? So that means we call it as a variable rate technology, like to maximize yields, like while minimizing resource use. So how we minimize the resource use and how we can do more yield, get more yield. So that means how we can come up with that. So, and with this, if you do, then you can maintain the real-time management. And here I can add one more point also. I'll add from the past experience. These people, as I told you, the diploma and ITI background people, they changed, right? They help their family members, the other their elders. And what happened? Even after they gave this, they started their business. Other than this is the side they are doing regular activity, but they didn't stop. Again, they continued their job because of their background, the diploma and ITI, what they have done, they are going for some other jobs also, right? It's like a phase-wise job, like a morning shift, evening shift, like that. They have the jobs, right? They do in the evening shift, morning they taking care of their land. See, like that, they didn't waste any time. They are using their what education they have done. They are doing based on that, and they themselves become as a entrepreneur, like. As a role model to other people also to come uh, go for the study as well as they can do for the land, take care of their own land, right? So they should not waste the land what they have, correct or not? So instead of going for daily wage labor, even now they can having the two things, they're doing this based on their job, and the people who are migrating as a daily wage labor, they control that by seeing these people, they controlled that and they mobilized. See, like this, real time insights will change. So, not at the same time, especially when we talk about the crop insights, how this ground means we have to take care of the minerals whichever are present, right? So, actually, I can say the herbicide, like the pesticide spraying. So that also we can reduce it. Once if they maintain all this, they can also reduce that because some crop required continuous spraying of pesticide, but some crop not required. It's rarely it requires. Correct. So people don't know that. Even this also we can give them because in my last 2 years back of this as a funded project, as I told here, I trained them how much it's required because I'm not an agriculture background uh, candidate, but I took the support from the agriculture people and even I took the support from the NABARD people. They helped me. They arranged the people who having background of agriculture. So I visited agriculture university in Telangana. We have the special separate agriculture university, and I approached them, and they also supported. They came and they gave their time also to train the people. What exactly? So we have to use the people. Means we have to bring the people. They are also ready to share the knowledge. So we have to come, and we have to be. If we there, the people also will help the ground at ground reality. The people also will realize and will come forward. Until unless we won't take initiation, no one will come. Correct. So with this, what is happening here? The soil, whatever the soil minerals, whatever we are having, we should not lose them. Right. So we have to maintain, and we do that. So this helps there also, right? And automation and labor efficiency. So as I said, as I said here uh, in the last of my project, what we have done. So one is about IoT and smart technologies powered. That one I have given. One is about the drone spraying, and the other one is about the irrigation, smart irrigation system like water management system that we given, and the other one is about the other one is say, smart fencing system. It's not it won't harm any flora and fauna. Just it gives the sounds and sometimes it gives the. It's not like shock. It won't give any shock also. Just it gives the indication that some thing is entering. Like in Telangana, especially few places, actually these village people only faced the problem of wild boars. The entering of wild boars and they entered and they spoiled many cash crops, right? So this helped them. So what we did, we come up with some laser fencing system, and laser is not that harm. So it used like again IoT and sensor based. We created there will be no any wiring. There just simply based on the sensor and use the buzzers with of different species. It gives the different buzzer sounds. So like this also they got that benefit. Actually, in some other places, some people they grow some. Actually, they have livestock like pigs and goats also. So goats especially they do. even government supports for them to have that, especially for those people who have that background, right? They even government supports them to have that livestock. So what happens, because they take care of that, but sometimes they leave them. So some they enter into the crop and they spoil that. They eat the crop. So this also should be taken care. So this system won't affect any flora and fauna. Just it gives the different buzzer sounds which can create the entry, stop, so like we can say that stop the entry of the animals into that particular field, like that. So these things we have to come up. And like as I said, the pesticide spraying, like as I said, there is a IoT based drone spraying system. So, so that is also they can means because of the background of the people they have, background like a diploma in IoT. So they got trained, and what they did, each village having a drone system, not each village, each ward, I can say ward, they have the drone, and they share. And all the people, all the village people, they can share, and especially this is free for the weaker section people, and it will be, they will charge for the other landlords if they want to use it for 1 hour, they have to pay some nominal fee through Gram Panchayat. So like that they do. So we created some resources like the people, unemployed youth also they can use. They train, they got trained, and they use that. They give the training, they give the services through Gram Panchayat. They call the people and so and so. They have to book like how we do the train ticketing system, how we book the train tickets. Like that they did. If we create like this system, then the problem also overcome about this labor shortages and all. Whoever are available at the time, they can charge a nominal fee and they collect from the landowners and they do that. So they have to book the slots. So like that also system created in those villages. So like that we have to come up. So with this, they also know how much pesticide they have to use, how much herbicide to be used for a particular crop. That also they do that. So like this, each and every people are benefiting there. See, with of less price, and if people are getting benefited. So like this, we have to bring the IoT and enabled technologies which helps the people, right? So like this, you people also can think and you can work in this direction. Okay, so this is another we can call AI-driven tools which can be help the people and AI applications. When we talk, this is about the part three. So now which already we are talking revolutionizing agriculture. So in future also we need that, right? So how we have to come up and how we have to do that. So here I'm going to give you the various types of applications, how people are facing. So when we talk about here, the technologies like here, especially which we are going to use in agriculture. So here we are seeing, especially on my screen, you can see the machine learning one. Actually they are the models which we can use for the data, and computer vision. So this we use for the monitoring the crop, right? So these things we can see, and robotics. So just like as I said, IoT and smart technologies based, how we can do that, and the Internet of Things for smart irrigation and other purposes, right? How we can do, how we can come up, and how we can manage this one with the NLP and other like generative AI. How we are saying, so how we can means here why I called this NLP also added in this because NLP is nowadays this virtual assistant systems are everywhere, right? So we can give, it can suggest the people how much in different regional languages, how much which they can ask directly what problem they're facing. With that, it suggests them, right? So in that way, we have to use it instead of using in some other cases. We can use in this way, right? So what type of crop, what problem they're facing, how we can use that in regional language, we can speak and we can get the information, and it can give very good solutions like that because of already trained. So with these, they can come up and they can rectify their problems. Like this, they can go. So machine learning, as when we talk, it talks about the yield prediction, like pest and disease detections. Okay, I given few examples, and soil quality assessments also can be done with the help of machine learning models, and especially this crop monitoring, computer vision, especially for weed detection, harvesting, automation, these things can be done. And robotics, especially automated harvesting, like seeding and planting, weeding and pest control, these things can be done with the help of some machineries like robotic machineries we can come up, or we can transform the existing vehicle to like that. That also comes under this part. That also can be used here. And Internet of Things, especially for smart irrigation systems, climate and environment monitoring, livestock monitoring, right? So livestock monitoring, like we can use GPS tags like that, and we will miss the any of the livestock, how, where exactly the location, live location, those things can be taken. Okay, and decision support knowledge-based system, especially we can, with help of previous historical data, even it is manually collected or even the data collected from field can be taken and can be managed. So these things like field mapping, okay, these things can be monitored and can be knowledge-based decision support also can be. So these things can be taken care. And optimizing automated irrigation systems, when we talk here, when we talk about autonomous crop management. So in autonomous crop management, especially as I already spoke on this, like IoT sensors, so which enables crop management, like monitoring soil moisture and weather conditions. Based on the weather conditions, adjust water supply in real time to conserve water. So here, as I already established this system in one of the village, and even many people are doing that. So they no need to, because the motor will get switch on and switch off automatically whenever it is required, right? Or sometimes some people, they didn't use motor directly, but they use some tanks, whatever the tanks they have, or otherwise some storage water at the places. So in those places also, we have suggested them how to use, and they're doing that. Okay, so especially this automated irrigation systems can also monitor, or can also monitor and detect the leak in especially in irrigation systems like water waste, potential crop damage. These all things also can be monitored and can be analyzed. Okay, so these things can be done. So like this is one of the crop management which can be taken, right? Like this, these are the sprinkler systems. There's no any human intervention. Based on the soil moisture level, it automatically sprinkles. Like, so this is about the sprinkling. The other one may be dripping. Dripping may be required for some other crop. So that for that it's not required, just only based on the water the dripping, because we have based on the pressure what we do, based on that it can give the water. So that is different for the this one. So we implemented especially for the sprinklers and crop and soil monitoring. So here, especially computer vision based models used, especially to monitor the soil, like and crop diseases, like different diseases. Actually, now due to the weather conditions, due to different weather conditions, and due to air pollution also, because neighboring there may be some other industries, due to some or some way or some other direct or indirect way they affect the crop, or sometimes maybe inbuilt from the crop, or otherwise from the ground also there may be some fraud chances. So these things can also be monitored with the help of computer vision models. Can monitor the soil with the help of some sensors we can use, and we can do that crop disease and determine the crop health and how exactly the stretch, how much stretch has been taken. That also can be monitored and can be controlled from where exactly that stretch started, right? So these things are can be monitored with the help of computer vision based techniques, and accurate tracking of growth, like yes, means we can also growth means the exact ripeness of the crop, like different crops whatever we are using. So the ripeness also can be monitored and can be controlled, even because sometimes some may not take correct, so some may take a lot of time, some may not take. So what's happening that we don't know internally. So those things also can be monitored based on the leafy conditions of that particular crop. That can be monitored and can be checked through this. So like this, even with the help of a drone, we can do, and how much of where exactly the stretch has been taken, where exactly, based on the color, based on the based on the stretch, we can identify easily, right? So from the place where we stand on the ground, we can't do that, but we have to visit each and every place, and then we have to see. So here we can come up with that technology with the help of drone. We can monitor and we can see that, and those we can capture and we can detect. How we can do that? So that can be done like this. So this is a especially simple model which we can do. So already you know, already you might be using also. So this is a simple crop, especially the life cycle of crop in agriculture with the help of computer vision. So first, here we have to take the data like image acquisition, we can call maybe in different forms. Like either you are taking remote sensing, or you are using some metric cameras, or you are using some any cameras, whatever the. So there are different types of image types, like we have RGB, multispectral, thermal, or hyperspectral, whatever the data set it is, right? Whatever the data you are getting. Then what you have to do, you have to come up with this. So it's a continuous process. So we have to take from this, we have to get the image analysis. And if sometimes we need some image, like we call it as fusion techniques, which wherever it required, we can do that fusion techniques like image stitching, image matching, these things wherever we required, we can do. And next, the image analysis is very important here to identify these crop disease or whatever it is, right? Once we do that particular cause, whatever we are doing, that analysis can be done, and then decision will be taken. And then once the decision is taken, so it suggests what treatment should be taken and what planning to be taken, and then it should be processed. So these are the basic steps we have to follow to work on this with respect to the computer vision based techniques wherever we apply, right? And disease, like when we call about the disease and pest detection, here we have the image scanning. Like first we have to do as the image to detect like mold, rot, insects, like this, other threats to crop, like crop health. So these things we have to check. AI scans all these images and enabling farmers to quickly act and prevent the spread of these diseases throughout the system. So like this, it detects and it gives the indication and what to be done. Also, it suggests, right, through mobile application. So like this, we can come up and we can work on that. So already we have one such project already we are done and we are given to the people and already they are using it, right? And so you can also think in that and how we can come up with that and with your background, how we can do and how if we don't have that, you can collaborate with some other who is the expertise in this near to your place or some other place wherever you get the support. You have to interact. So collaboration is required everywhere. So we have to collaborate. We have to work on that, right? So because we may get some idea, good idea, but we are unable to do that. But we have to discuss this with other people, and we have to come. Otherwise, we can't, right? If you are thinking about the society, if you are thinking about yours, you have to come up, you have to do that. So this we have to do, right? So once we do that, then we'll get the best thing and we can give the best to the society, right? And we can do more, much better things. So like this, we can detect and we can identify and we can control the all these things, right? And we can manage also. Okay, so this is about detecting this diseases and pests, the approaches. And coming to here, how does it work? So like this, if you take a crop field, whatever it is, right? Here I given with different uh, 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 fruits here we are taken, right? Citrus, apple, tomato. First, as I said in the previous slide, image acquisition, right? So leaf image data set. Image acquisition, if it is leaf, we have to take a leaf image data set or different data set, and even we have to collect from the ground also. And image, we have to apply some processing techniques here. And once we do those processing techniques like image segmentation, feature extraction, classification, once we do this all analysis, the next we have to say whether how many are healthy and how many are diseased. Like this, we have to come up and we can give a system like a decision and knowledge-based system, and where exactly the disease, how many are diseased and how many are not diseased, how many are healthy. Like this, if we do, and like the most we can see like fungal diseases, virus disease, like monitoring regular, right? So these things, bacterial disease, all these things we can do. These are the general diseases what we see, correct? So we have to identify, we have to come up with that, and we have to give a solution also to them how much they have to use, because here we get in terms of levels, at what level they have got affected, because in ground reality if we see we can't justify that, But here we can do that. With help of these technologies, we can do with that how much is affected and what level is required and what level care to be taken care, these things to be with this. So this helps the people how which way and how much of herbicides to be used and at what level they have to use. Okay, and how much of mixtures and not mixtures, whatever they want to do, they can take the decision here. It helps them, right? So machine learning for crop disease detection. So here, as I said, based on the data or based on the data what we collected or what exactly available, right? So based on these, what we have to do. So once we have the image, then we have to do the image processing techniques, as I told, right? So different techniques are available. And next, where exactly the area of interest where we are going to do based on the affected area. So that should be taken. And from that, particularly which extraction, that means feature extractions, which exact feature you want to work. So that you have to take. And there are different techniques which are available here, right? So we have to take them and which one is exactly relevant because see, different crop for different, because all same model may not work best for particular crop. We have to change. We have to come up with it. We have to do that. Just directly, I have this model, I applied and I didn't get. We should not be like that. We have to check which model works because some model does good for a particular crop, some model may not, right? So these things we have to take care. We have to work. Which one is giving better? So we have to do that process. So we have to take, and then later we have some different classification techniques. We can use different techniques to get for the diseased and healthier or not, right? So like these techniques we have to do and we have to process the data. Okay, so there is a general model what we follow. And coming to here, the monitoring livestock health. So here, when we talk about the livestock remote monitoring system, like we can use like as present we have the cattle eye. So cattle eye already developed this like solution with the help of drone cameras like and computer vision. So here, even not only that, even we can also develop our own application like a APK mobile application like with of GPS tag you can use, and with help of the GPS tag, where exactly the livestock you can monitor and what are the activities of that particular. Uh, with the help of that GPS tag, you can see where exactly that we can see. And even not only that, even you can also integrate the mobile like cameras which you install at that livestock where we have. We can see the through livestock, that means through machine. Actually, we call it as machine vision. So we can use the setup of the cameras there, and with, through camera also we can get that information, and the processing also can be come up with that, and we can use that model which can identify which cattle is which which livestock which is having which are healthy, which are not healthier, and based on their activities, based on their movements, we can monitor and we can detect. So like this we can check and we can monitor. So it's not continuous, we no need to be sit there. Even I can I we done a model already, it's in use. We come up with how many, I think you might have heard Raspberry Pi, right? So here we use a simple system, but for we used around four Raspberry Pi system setups, which we embedded through Internet of Things. And what we did, we used around 400 square yards land. We used four Arduino systems, like four Arduino systems with four cameras. We inbuilt at all the corners of that particular land. 400 square yards area, and the cattle, we have the cattle there, and we monitor like again Raspberry Pi cam with which is a most good camera, okay, high resolution camera, which can give low impedance also, which it has that. So low means we have both RGB plus infrared also, we have low infrared, so we can monitor throughout 24 hours. So we have monitored with this setup means Raspberry Pi. It's a simple Raspberry Pi system, but that Raspberry Pi is a simple device which we can use as a virtual computer. Okay, and the operating system which we use here is the Raspberry Pi itself built inbuilt with Linux operating system, which is very secured one, which we can use, and it's a multitasking system which we can detect and we can see the images, and every minute we get the information and we can process through our email. It is different modes. If you connect these four setup devices to your dashboard, to your web page, you can monitor on the web page. If you want to give it to your email, you can also give it to your email. Or you want to give it to your mobile application, you can do that. So this system we have given to a particular Homer, and already they are using it. See, it's not that costly. Correct. It's a simple, but no need of staying there and monitoring. So these systems can monitor and can give the information. And the same system for another purpose we used, and same system. There's no anything changed, but based on the monitoring of the data center. Actually, the data center actually in server sister rooms, they want to see the data center, especially how the servers are behaving, like whether they are loaded or heated up. So especially to see the weather conditions in that. For that purpose, we use the same setup and we monitor. We given the system to the people. So it monitors. Okay. So how much of cool? So based on this system, it detects that where the temperature is high, and at the same time, the coolers will activate to run in that direction. So like that, the cooling of that server system also maintained. Even if it is AC based, also we are done. But in the outdoor, many people are using coolants, right? Coolers, right? You might heard. So even in livestock, also people are using cooler, right? Like we can call it as you not only for different crop, different livestocks, like chickens, they use that one, right? Even for a goat, like that in different places they are using. So these things are required to automate the process. So this affects them. So this helps them. So you people also can come up with this. It's not that costly. It's very cheaper, and you can complete that project. And you can give that. So like these systems, if we give, so even for our cat, so we can get very good productivity. We'll get very good production, and they'll be healthier and regular monitoring. Every minute we can monitor and we can see. So the person can see on their mobile, or they want to have a group on their desktop, they can monitor. Even if there is any there is any suspicious activity happened, also they'll get the intimation through message. Okay, so like that they give it pop-ups on their mobile, or if it is a desktop, on the desktop. These things you have to think and you have to work on that. Like this, if you do, we make you more better to the society. Right? So the people who don't know, so we can give them, right? And understanding of the impact of using fodder. So this is another important, improves milk quantity and quality. So this is also another important one. So which we can run through the same system. Okay, and automation of the process, livestock farming technology, which I was discussing actually. So all these things can be done, predicting consumer behavior. All these things can be checked through the system. Okay, so you can think in that way and you can work. So like this, you can do many things, right? We can give more technological interventions to the society. And next, produce grading and sorting. So this is also another important labor cost problem, and even people are not available nowadays to do this, right? Through it. So here we can come up with the same setup system which can monitor and which can give. But while seeing it may be simple, but in ground reality, it won't be exactly. You're getting my point. So we have to take care of that. In which way we can take care. So that is important. So regular monitoring. So here the machine vision work again, the same setup, camera setup, Raspberry Pi. Again, the system will give, and how based on the fruit, even if it is a small, means we have to train the system like that based on the fruit, how exactly, even it is a crop, how it should be. If there is a small damage or if it is any problem, it will keep it aside, right? So it's a system, totally a system grading, and also it gives grading. And this system, not only particular for fruits and crop, even the people are using for different purposes, like water bottles, glass bottles, manufacturing companies, many places they are using it. So in agriculture also, we can use that and we can monitor that, right? So if we do that, then there will be no like cold storage, no purpose of cold storage. Whatever the ripeness is there, we can take and we can take it to the market directly. So like that, things can be done easier. If we do what people are doing, they're collecting from the farm and they're taking to the cold storage, and they're again keeping for 1 week to 10 days, and then later they are distributing. So what is happening there? Again, they're putting some preservatives to store, right? Preservatives. So they're adding some chemicals. So again, they're spoiling the actual fruit what we are getting. Correct. So these things should not happen. So these things can be resolved with these methods. So these things helps the people healthier, right? To be so these things should not happen. So like that, from the fruit, from the plant to whatever we are collecting, and we can take it and we can mod and we can send to the like this. It should be a continuous process. This should be done. Otherwise, it won't be. Otherwise, it will be difficult, right? And it will cause to us also. So it should not happen. So again, same process. It has to be taken, okay, and then it has to process and it has to give the output, right? So coming to the next, as a why food grading? So this already I told you in my second slide itself, because in the coming years, in the next 15 years, there will be 10 billions of growth, right? Population increment. There will be, just I would say, this is as per the uh, market analysis, as per the Google's, okay, what I have reviewed literature suggested me like this. So there should be a 98%. So we should not. So there'll be, and many people are wasted. They don't know the importance of food. Many people they're wasting. So these things should not happen, and these things should not repeat. Okay, once we do that, then it would be a problem in future. So these things can be taken care. So that is the reason why food grading and sorting is essential. Based on the people and how much is required, based on that only it should be taken. Okay, and how we can monitor. So like this, if we do, then it will be sustained. Otherwise, it won't be. Correct? So we have to do, and it's not one man job. This has to be done, each and every one of us. Then only it will be effective. Correct? So these things to be taken care. And AI weather forecasting, how does it work in farming? So here, especially when we talk about AI integration, so here one of my master student worked on this, especially based on the forecasting, like especially the weather forecasting, how exactly next 1 hour how it's going to be, whether it's a humid or it's in all, it's going to be rain or humid, or there is a lack of moisture, or moisture is going to be high, or dust. All these things my student has done, and we have come up with a mobile application as well as web-based application also. We have come up with that, and we have given, and we have actually in line in pipeline to get that project. We submitted to the government. So here, this is going to give to each other. Even we have the weather forecasting, but in real time, means in at present, at your situation, at wherever you are, how exactly it's going to be. And with respect to the surrounding, it gives the surrounding area how much far, means how much of space is open air, like that, how much closed you are into the technology, how much of mobile communication field region you are. So based on this, which is affecting more, this is going to give. See, so these all are affecting. At the same time, technology is growing, but we have to use it. How we should not harm to each flora and fauna. So how much care you can take care, right? Even for a human only, we are saying these many problems. If a small plant, a small crop, or a small bird, how they will sustain, correct or not? So these all things are very important, right? So we have to take care of all this flora and fauna. So we have to come up like that, and how we can monitor and how we can give that care to all these aspects. So we have to come up. So it's a continuous process. So various sources like satellite and radar, machine learning models can be used for forecasting accuracies based on the model. And here meteorologists like a more precise forecast also can be given. But how does this work? So here useful means based on the historical data, like yesterday how it was, before last week how it was, last month the same day how it was, like that the historical data should be collected, and some pre-processing and the labeling pattern should be taken, some model to be applied to this, and how exactly the weather forecasting will be taken, which model works better. So all these things will be done together and it gives the information, right? So here also it gives, and even especially for farming also, we have a system like that, and we can give, especially we can place in the ground and it will give indication through your mobile. So like that, we can take care of that. Okay, so like this, you can come up with a model, and already people are using it, and we can do more in future, that I can say, right? So harnessing data through AI-powered CMMS, like the management system. So how we are going to do that? Okay, so that is one of the important, and geospatial information system, how we are going to use it based on the humidity relative, right? Temperature, moisture conditions, all these things will be taken care. Sorry. Next, IoT sensors like magnetic sensors technology can be applied in warehouses like storage facility, even in the ground. We can use for different sensors, different form where we can use, and GPS activity tracking, so we can see exactly where like for the livestock and for the other purpose also we can use that for how better way we can use and we can make use of them. So the benefits are here, we can reduce maintenance cost with this system if you have, and we can even decreasing frequency of routine maintenance problems and decrease productivity losses due to unplanned downtime, correct? So that is another one, and the detect repair costs by decreasing frequency and severity of asset breakdowns. So all these things can be resolved. These are the major benefits we can see. And intelligent pesticides applications. So this is another important, because intelligent means here we are giving the word intelligent using, because how much is required based on the crop, it has to detect the which crop is that, and for this crop how much is required, and based on the growth at what stage they are, based on that it has to give the how much it has to be done. So like this, as I told you, this is the person who this slide here you can see, this is the crop by which I was talking, like they started and they're doing, say, like marigold. So here see, uh, the person they in their farm they changed with totally, now they're doing this regularly, so they followed the pesticide spray, everything, they followed the system what we said, everything they used and they maintained regularly and they followed up. So they did, and now even continuously they are doing that. They totally changed their land, different colorful field. You can see now they are doing different flowers. Earlier initiate they started with one color, but later they come up with a different color. So like this, how much you require, that you have to come up and you have to train the people so that they can work and they can do that. So when we talk about the spraying, like as I said, we have to define the label, decide it based on the nozzle, how it has to detect and how it has to work and how much is required that it can detect. So how this works, especially green versus green analysis, based on that, if you see light green, dark green, where exactly required, and green versus brown analysis, this also they will see. We have to train the system, based on that it will work. And next, based on the species, like level analysis based on the species, which species required more and not. So those things will be given. So unsprayed area, sprayed area also it gives. And commonly used technologies in smart spraying. So here are the solutions like image acquisition, target detection, and a neural network model. Like we use some model which we use scan different types, and we can train the models. And with nozzle like this, we have to do, and then spray. So like this, it will go step by step, and they'll do automatic process, and we can monitor with different and we can. And even it's not manual also. Now we can automate. We can train the model and drone it automatically. We can define the path. It will go and it will complete and come. Okay. So first we have to define the path, which place it has to go and do this. Like this, we have to train and it can go. So it's an automation also we can do. So it's already there. We can just explore that and you can work on that. Yield mapping and predictive analytics, like analyzing data sets. We have to analyze different data sets. We have different types are already available. So as I said, the resource allocation, like based on the region of interest, where exactly you want the effect of this you want to do, that you can do. Exact place where you want, you can train that system, that location exactly, and it will go and it will do. right? So like this, it should be worked on. So automatic weeding and harvesting. So this is also automatic. There are many machines have come up now. Robotic machines also there. So many different sizes also there, like seeding, planting, everything, like mounting. Especially in Malaysia here, this is famous for palm oil. So palm fruit, not only for palm oil, but many cosmetics and many uh, lotion, many creams they are working. Actually, it's more famous for, especially Malaysia is famous for this cosmetics and other most important what we call lotions, like we can call it as lotions, not only lotions, some other inhale spraying medicines also they do. So they have the different species here. So from this they do. So like that they have the everywhere. If you see everywhere, you can see different palm. Means variety of palm you can see. So they have small. So here I've seen different robotic machines. They do automatic feeding, planting, distancing. How much we do. There's no any manual for weeding and as well as seeding. Everything they do that. So like this, we have to come up with automated robotic weeding machines. Okay? So they do everything. Just we have to train that, and it will go and it will complete and come. Like this, we have to plan and we have to come up with that. The role of AI in agriculture information management cycle. So here, the risk management, especially predictive analytic solutions, can be given with this, so we can predict and we can mitigate the potential risk and such as crop loss or market fluctuations can be done easier. So this can be done as predictive analytics. As even our scholars will guide, right? So always you should be like a critical thinker. Then only you can do. If until unless you won't think like a critical thinker, so you can't do. Especially we have to be on. Basically, a scholar means there should be on three. Critical thinker means we can say why, how, when, why, when, and how, right? So if you know all these three, so exactly, then you can fulfill your how, right? So you can come up what you need, right? So, and when it should be. So like this, if you have to be like a critical analytical thinker. So we can call it as predictive analytics. It is purely based on the critical thinker application. Like that, we have to come up with a means first you should have the idea. Means you should have that hypothetical information or design, then only you can work on that. Otherwise, you can't. Right? I started. It's going on. If not like that, you have means you have taken. That means based on your interest, you are coming. Means you should have that. Correct. So you have in your mind. You have to keep it on paper. Right. So you have to be a critical thinker and you have to present in that way. Then you can succeed. So in a similar way, this also does that. Right. So it's going to give. And we know, but how we are going to use it, we have to make use of that. That is what I'm interlinking this to that. Okay, so like this, plant breeding, like a driven insights, we have to give all these points. We have to use make of that, and once we do, then the system will be like this. So everything will be. So you no need to be. You won't be tied. You can be monitored and you can maintain. So actually, you can't believe, guys, this is happening here. So people are doing that. Even now, they're everywhere. Malaysia is also encouraging the AI precision agriculture, especially, right? So there we involved in one of the project, and they are already doing this. So how we can do, correct? So just people, even in India also, we are working on that. Already people are using, but more mobilization should be taken place. And each and every place it should be taken. This is what means we are the technology background people like academicians. We can help the people, right? We have to go. Even people won't come, but we have to go and we have to give the technological interventions to the people, the need based, right? Then only we can succeed. Otherwise, later we'll be in problem, right? So like this, so soil and crop health analysis also can be done easier, and nutrient deficiency detection also taken care, and decision like a disease prediction mitigation also can be maintained. Crop health and everything can be maintained. These all things can be done with the help of this automation. Okay, so this is another soil health analysis which can give. Okay, so especially with respect to different crop. Okay, so it can give. and what are the mineral, whether the minerals are, so whether this, if suppose some land is there, some soil is there, whether that is suitable to that particular crop or not, whether the minerals which are required to that crop are available or not, that also can be checked and can be monitored. So especially the nutrients, what nowadays the human, we also taking care of the nutrient, means we take suggestions from the nutritions, right? So we seek nutritions every time, correct or not? In the similar way, we have to take care for the plants also. So they need it. So we have to come up with that. So the optimal nutrient applications, what are required for crop feeding and harvesting, where it requires, how much it is required. So these things we have to add it. So this also suggests and will give into this system. So we can work on that. So this is the total technological changes what we are hoping. Already people doing, but 100% hoping for the best in the coming years. So this should be done. Otherwise, there will be a problem. So we are the people we can help, and we have to go to the villages and we have to discuss and we can work on that. Either in terms of even the government also, like the Ministry of Science and Technology also there to support for this. There is a fund. If you go to the seed division, there is a fund available. We have to make use of that. Okay, we have to create that resilience. We have to bring that resilience resource. So we have that. So we have to make use of that. So once you do, then resilience resource center we can create and we can do those things. And even government is giving fund for that. So we have to make use of that through institutions, and we can give better life, and we can have better life in future too, right? So like this, if we do, we can do many things. So just I want to show you these things. This is the whole steps which involve what I have covered, right? And this AI integration in agriculture going to be happen. These things are already there and people are using it. So these things are required now. So we can going to part 5, last one, that is challenges and mitigation strategies for AI adoption. So here already we know the financial barriers, especially the funding financial barrier, but until unless what exactly it is, if we show, then the people come forward. So small scale farmers and those developing countries who face challenges, this is already, that's what I'm saying. So we have to come and we have to tell them this is how it's going to change. So we could do that. The funding is available, as I told. So there are the grants, already told you. So we have to make use of that, and we can more economically strong in those areas. So we have to do that. So if we do, then with these technological interventions, the next 2035, that's just for the short goal, if I take for 10 years, right? In the coming 10 years, the technologies see here, like computer vision, all, this all, like it's AI only, because all comes under the umbrella of AI. So here, if you see computer vision, machine learning, natural language processing, the other models, whatever we are doing. Like, so see the historical trend. Now we are in 2025. If you see here in 2025, is the rate. Now, if you see for 2035, how they are straight away, the change, if you see how much growth you are taking. So like this, if we do, then we'll be better, we'll be best throughout the world. So like this, so we have to go, we have to create that resilience resource centers in throughout India, and each and every place we have to do that. Otherwise, people will come with they're converting. Actually, I have seen people converting their agricultural land, they're converting into some cold storages, go downs like that. They're doing. Why we have to do that? Why we have to change that much of land? We have the very good uh, quality of land. Why we have to do waste of that? So they can do many things. So we have to help them and we have to create that, right? So reluctance to embrace new technology. So main thing is, actually, as I said, to adopt these new technologies, many people face problems, right? And they won't come, but we have to mobilize. That's the reason I use the word resilience. We have to create the resilience resource center in different regions. Then we can do that. And even we have to involve the government. We have to take the support of that. If once we have the fund, we can do that. Even the local like NABARD, we can use in NABARD, we can take and we can form some FPOs like the FPO, which is small FPOs we can form in different groups for different villages. Like that, we can form and we can create that, and we can give some training. And even government is also giving funding for training and motivation, especially this. So we can do if once we have a correct what we are going to do, we have the clear and exact picture. Then government is there to support. So we have to come up with right? So lack of practical experience, yes, that's true. But we have to give that. We are here. We can give the support to them. Then people can come forward, right? So lengthy technology adoption process. So if once we have the fund and technology, then we can do that. So it won't be that lengthy, right? So we can complete it. So we have to get that. Gradual approach will be taken. So we have to be in line with the government and we have to behind them and we have to get that to fulfill whatever the technical limitations are there at present. If we overcome, then we will be the best. Correct? So there won't be any problem. What I shared on my present second slide, right? So keep in mind and work on that. Okay. So this is what I can suggest. Few because few are already from background, already agriculture background, and few are from computer science, right? You might be having an experience, so you can think of that. So privacy and security issues, as I said, once we are clear with our technological intervention, how it's going to be, how it's going to be in real time, so then no need to worry. We can get all these approvals and issues, security issues, everything we can get once we have that. If once we get the certificate, we get upload, we can get that. Okay? So you can try through the government, through the funding. Once we get the fund, all these things will happen, right? Because without real ground test, it won't be, right? But even we can do that. If this is good, which is going to give this much of growth, then automatically people will come forward, right? Will support us. So the future trends and outlook for AI in agriculture. So based on all this here, the increased role of AI, like smart farming tools, we have to come up with that. They're like, okay, and how we have to come up, we have to think, and we have to mobilize the people, and we have to train, and we have to give the technological intervention training to the people to overcome of this. And mimic learnings like problem-based data changing roles from manual workers to planners, or so because we have to give the clear idea to them, then only they can come up. Otherwise, it won't be happen. An increasing role of AI, artificial intelligence solution, like as I said, from time-consuming tasks. So smart farming tools, we have once we come up with this, so people come. So transformation future farming. So there will be role of mutual manual workers to planners. As I said, people will come forward and will train. So this happens. So this should be happen. This is my wish. So benefit. So what are transforming potentiality requiring synchronized technology for infrastructure creation as collaboration. So even as I said, we have to collaborate with the local people and other industry or whoever the research organizations, and we have to involve the people, then this will happen. Okay, so we have to contact and we have to search and we have to identify the people who are in this domain. So this is not one-man job. We have to come up with, right? So in my with this, I'm concluding. So AI has the tool to address these challenges and environment concerns and also increasing demand for food. So it will revolutionize modern agriculture by improving efficiency, sustainability, and resource allocation. Correct? So we have a good, healthier, and higher quality productivity in future. The success of human society is essentially dependent on the optimization of its agriculture. Traditional farming methods are becoming outdated. Need for advanced technological solutions means not outdated because how we can add these advanced technologies to the that in that way we can change. So throughout world, people are looking in this direction, and already people are working with industries and with other academic research organizations too. Right. So we have to think and we have to work on that. is what I would like to give to you. So, have any questions, please? These are my views from this. Any questions, please? Have any questions? You can. Thank you for being me this much of time. Go back to Dr. Akshay. Please, if you have any questions, you can.
Hello, sir. Suresh sir,
Yeah, please.
sir, I'm Dina from Gidam University.
ये बताना है ये आवाज वहां से म्यूट होना चाहिए
Somebody is talking actually.
तुमने देखा धीरे जरा हट जाओ क्या कर रहा है कल भी तो
Yeah,
नहीं हो
please,
रहा था
ma'am.
फिर क्या कर रहा था कल तो आ गई थी पता नहीं कल तो आ गई क्या
Hello. Yeah, ma'am, please.
Sir, you were mentioning about some of the works that you have done
Yeah,
for the farmers of Telangana.
yeah.
So, from which funding, sir?
Yeah, this is from Government of India, Department of Science and Technology, Seed Division.
DST seed.
Yeah,
Okay. So you have given them automatic irrigation.
yeah. Given them automatic irrigation, spraying system like a drone pesticide sprayer, agro sprayer, right?
What
And
was the accuracy of this one spraying of pesticides, sir?
it's very good, ma'am. It's very good. It's because based on the crop, the altitude also it's not that higher because based on the altitude, like the spraying level, because crop to crop it varies, correct? So the accuracy is also we got good actually, 90% because people ground reality, the farmers it's themselves they said it's very good because earlier they affected with many health issues and all, but with this because few crops due to the flow of, due to the air flow of because of the drone it's spoils, right? So we have to give particular altitude based with respect to the crop. So the technician who runs that, we have to give the training to them exactly what
Okay.
level they have to do. It should not spoil the crop. Instead of spraying, actually what is happening, they're spoiling the crops, correct? Due to in terms of fruits or otherwise in terms of leaves, actually they are due to that airflow, they spoil that. So it should be maintained. So I think around accuracy, good as per the conversation what we had and we have seen. So it's good. It's not that much problem because it's I use the load of the pesticide spray load was it's only 2.5 liters load, so it won't get that much.
Okay. Have you used any computer vision models
Yeah, computer vision model we have used, ma'am.
for
By
that?
using by using OpenCV, and even we use the especially for the crop where exactly means by using especially SIFT. So here what we did, how much which area got affected actually. First we have taken the image capturing, and once the image captured, then it has to identify based on the leaf detection. It has to how much of area is affected based on that, and then where exactly it's affected, it has taken, and what we did based on the model, what it has given, we taken and we took it to the ground, whether we have checked whether that is affected or not. That process is also we taken here. So how much of area got damaged that we have taken, and that we given like red, yellow, uh, brown, and green, like that. The combination which we given as moderate, highly dense, and like that we given the different notations where exactly required, how much is required. So based on that, highly red is for high. So there we need pesticide spray compulsory for sure. So like that we have taken.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that the decision support system does the thing, and how much is required also with with the help of agricultural person like agriculture scientist. We have given the herbicide spray also how much how much quantity they have to mix and they have to spray.
Okay, sir.
Guys, if you have anyone have any question, please.
Uh,
Hello.
Yeah, Akshay. Good. I thought I gave some inputs from my background, my experience, whether
Sir.
you got or not, I don't know. Yeah, please.
Sir,
Yeah, please, ma'am. Tell me.
where have you Telangana?
I am not getting, actually, there is a technical glitch. I
Am I
didn't
audible
hear.
now, sir?
Yeah, now it's audible. Yeah, please.
Where have you worked here in Telangana?
In Telangana, I worked in CMR College of Engineering and Technology.
CM, that technology and drone, if whether anyone is handling now,
Yeah, it's handling, ma'am.
who is sir, who is in charge of that?
Okay, if
Can
you want
we-
a technical person support, if you want, I'll support, ma'am. Yeah, you can write to me, or otherwise you can take my contact from through Akshay. So Akshay will
Okay.
give you my contact details. You can contact me. I will help you in that. No worry. You are from, ma'am?
I'm from Gidam University, sir.
Oh, nice. Okay. You're from
Okay.
Hyderabad only, ma'am? Geetam?
I'm from
Hyderabad?
Bangalore campus.
Bangalore, Geetam. Oh, that's great. Okay,
Okay.
sure, ma'am. I'll give that one support each and everything. No problem.
Okay. Yes. Are you doing any work related to agriculture in your university in Malaysia?
Yes, ma'am. At present, we are working on drone only. Same drone, especially we are using drone for palm fruit detection, even for low inference light, low inference TensorFlow. We are using like that low inference detection of palm fruit ripeness detection. Especially automatic drone will monitor automatically. It will set the location of the plant, how much area it has to cover. So it makes different clusters in the palm, because palm plants are not all uniform. Some plants may be higher in height. Some palm plants may be in lower heights. Like that we need. So in these cases, what is the problem? Low inference because of shadow. We won't get exact sunlight under the leaves, correct? So there we are unable to find. So what we did, we have come up with a system, again, computer vision model by using OpenCV. And even if it is a low inference, it detects a video, and video frames, we convert them into images. And there we used computer vision model to remove that shadow and all what we call the shadow and lightness. Exact what lightness is required, the natural lightness it shows, and then it gives the ripeness, whether how much of bunches on that particular plant are got
So you're
ripened.
working with ripeness.
Yeah, ripened, unripened, like this, it's going to give. And how many are ready to take? So like this, we are taking at present, this one we are doing project.
Working with agriculture, sir.
With agriculture, especially, we are working on the identification of the minerals present in the soil with respect to the crop. Actually, there is other people also involved, not only me. The other from chemical engineering people also, two people are there. So especially I'm giving the model. They are giving the exact data in terms of chemical, how much percentage is required, how much is available. So these things can be identified with respect to the crop. And this actually, everyone are saying organic, right? Here they are not using organic. They don't call it as organic. They call it as a natural natural farming technique. So based on the natural, how many minerals are available, what mineral is required, how much if it is required particular crop, how much herbicide spray is required, which herbicide is required, because many herbicides are available. But the mixing of the herbicides, if we go
Okay,
and use,
understand.
it will be different. It spoils the actual mineral, what is required, what is available. So it should not happen. So with those people, I'm going to give how much is affecting, and how much of moisture content also it will be given. And based on the moisture content, based on the mineral availability, how much herbicide going to be used. This part will be taken care by chemical engineering.
Okay. So
Like
we
this,
also do
we
the
are working.
similar kind of work, sir. We have a
Oh.
smart agriculture lab
Okay.
where we have a field where we have deployed the IoT sensors
Yeah.
So
Have you
similar
come up
kind
with
of,
the indoor, some dome-based you are doing, or it's
we
like
have
a
a
green
drone
shed?
technologies lab also.
No. For this, like we call in the farm, whether you are using dome-based or green
No,
cloth,
no.
you are
Uh,
using. Which one you are using to restrict from the
we are
weather?
using computer vision model, and that means images and IoT sensors.
No, that is fine. That is for the
Yes.
technology. In the ground, especially in the ground, whether you are
Outdoor,
using with
sir,
a
outdoor.
okay. So
We have
here
a
we are
field.
not using any drone based like a dome covered,
No,
nothing.
no,
This
no,
is
no.
open, and it's
Open,
open
sir.
with green cloth like what we
Uh,
use, right? So that they are using just only to avoid the different what we call air quality. Only for that
okay.
they are using.
Okay.
So inside we are not using it. So inside again we have the same sprinklers and all. So with that, how exactly we are going to do? So there we are doing. So we have different setups. One area is with respect to this green. One area is open, and the same crop we are putting in different places. Like that, the testing is checking actually which one is giving better. So like that we are doing.
We are doing the works in collaboration with University of Agriculture Sciences, sir.
Oh, okay.
Bangalore. Okay.
Bangalore.
So from
That's
there,
great.
we'll get the data set, and we
Yeah.
are working on it. And
Okay,
also,
okay.
we are creating our own data set also.
Yeah, exactly. ma'am.
We'll be so
So
happy to do some collaborative work with you,
sure,
sir.
ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
The 8
And for
members are there in the lab.
how many you are using for
Sir?
validation, especially for validation?
Validation we'll be doing with the scientist of agriculture sciences, sir.
Okay, okay, right.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
We'll
Sure,
be
ma'am.
developing the model, and validation
Okay.
will be done by them.
Okay, right. Right, I got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So
all right.
when you'll be coming to the country, please visit our campus, sir.
Sure,
We'll be
ma'am.
happy to host you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
We'll do, we'll work. You can take my details from Dr. Akshay, so we
Sure, sir.
can.
Sure, sir. Sure,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone? Any question? From this side? Any question? Hello, sir.
Yeah, Akshay.
Sir, thank you so much for this nice presentation.
Yeah, thank you,
Yes,
Akshay.
sir, we have one question,
actually,
please.
yeah, please.
Hello, am
Yeah,
I
Akshay,
audible?
please. Yeah, audible. Please
Yeah,
go
thank
ahead.
you. Myself, Dr. Himanshu, and actually, you have said that we cannot think of anything till it works, and this precision agriculture involves many, modern technologies. So, in context of Indian farmers, we already know that there is a huge fund crisis. So, how we can move forward? Because the whole thing here depends on final output in farming yield, isn't it? So what is the what should be our initial step to move forward with Indian farmers, which can cover all the Indian farmers?
Sorry, I got it, Professor. Uh, Here, I will suggest you. When I was in India, what I did, first, we have to visit to the farmers. We have to go to the fields. What is happening? We have to be with them. What I did, I took around 15 students, 10 to 15 students along with me. Every time, same set of students. Like 3 times, I took same set of students, and the other set of students also I taken. Here also the same thing actually happening. What we do first, we have to what the people are doing. First, we have to explore how they are doing, in which way they are following from morning to evening. We have to observe their activities, in which way they are doing, how they are doing, and then while we are observing them, we can interact with them, we can get the information, and we have to collect the data. How many people there in that area working in that, and what are the different types of crops they are doing, and every time because season based, because especially in India we are very blessed, right? We have different season. We can have different crops also. We can do simultaneously. That is the best benefit actually we have. So we have to explore And we can interact not only with one or two people, we can interact with the whole village. Now, we can't cover, but at least if we cover few of the people, and at the same time, we can also discuss, we have these technologies, already we are working, right? So we are working, and these technologies, if we do here, how it will work. Like that, we have to discuss with them. They won't understand, they don't know. But first day, they don't understand. Second day also, they don't understand. Third visit, they get something. They themselves asked me, what is happening? Why these people are coming? What is this? Then they asked, what they did, they brought their kids, like who are already educating, right? Like as I said, diploma, they're studying something, some study they're doing, because they don't know. They called their students, the kids, and then they interacted with us. Then students, those kids also, there, sir, already we helped our parents, but these are the problems we have faced. We have, this is not support. We are not getting the support from Gram Panchayat, like that. So then what we did, actually, then I stopped. Then what I did, I interacted with other people. Like I interacted with other department people. Then what I did, I took some people from humans and sciences people. I took 2-3 people there. Then what I did, we formed a group, and then we went to village gram panchayat, like sarpanchas. We interacted sarpanchas. First, what we did, we didn't say anything. We are having a meeting. We want to learn. We want to give something to the village. So we want to discuss. So what I did, we called around village sarpanchas to the college. We invited for whole one day. For one day, we invited. And few from farmers who are involved actively in our discussions. So I picked around 7 people only from that village. So these 7 people and these 5, I think around 5 village sarpanchas came. So 5 sarpanchas, we called for the day, we arranged lunch, everything. We treated them like as guests. We taken them to the conference room. We sat them. Students were there. Students were discussing, and then we also shared. So this is what you people are doing. This is what we are doing. So these things will change slowly. It won't happen at a time, right? It will take time, but we need your support. So like this, we started the journey. So it took for me, sir, you can't believe, it took for me around 6 to 1 year, more than 1 year it took for me to cut. So then what I did, what Department of Science and Technology, how they are going to give the fund, that I have seen. So we should be clear about the guidelines of the call for proposal. We have to read that call for proposal clearly, what they are seeking. So then what I did, the main points, what they are going to give to the village. So what they want the technological intervention. It should reach to the society, how you are taking. So then what I did, this is a story. From this story, I kept the pictures, I kept the flow. We've taken the students to the village, total journey. Like it's not like full pages. I made the report only with 15 pages, full report, filled with the proposed budget, proposed objectives, the main synopsis, the executive summary, including from executive summary to the output deliverables. So what they have seen, what initiative we have taken, what we have done, what things we are going to do. So what these things are required in this village. These are the problems facing. So I highlighted maximum the problems only. So these are the problems. How these technological interventions fulfill these problems, that I linked with through flow diagram, and then I given output like deliverables. These will be the deliverables. So for this deliverables, because these what I did, I given the what we call them count of the village people, how many agriculture people are there, how many weaker sections are there, how many 100% depend on agriculture. These things we have to highlight clearly, and these are the deliverables which they are going to get after this project. What we are going to do. So what trainings they require. So in which field, in which place they require the training, technology, and in to whom we are going to involve. So like that, what I did, I taken the, when I interacted, then only I got, I have the kids, diploma background, IT background, and there are dropouts, like they don't have the jobs, they done their diploma, but they don't have. They're just roaming in the village with some parties like that, local parties like that, they were doing. But I highlighted these points. Simply. Then they've taken the main points they have taken, they have seen the deliverables, how we are linking the village people here, they have seen, and they simply in just only in one minute, one first session in the meeting itself, I got these are the points you have to highlight and again get back to us like that. They have written. Then immediately I incorporated the points what they have raised by the committee members, and they accepted, and we got the fund. So once we get the fund, we can use it space wise. We have kept fund for training, especially for the training, this much of amount, and technical this some amount only for the technological interventions for these people. So I have given clearly a smart irrigation system for around 200 families, 200 at so and so location with their names, with their Aadhaar number. I collected the Aadhaar details also, their location details also. I submitted as an additional copy, right? So the number, figure, exactly I given. So this for these many people, this much of cost required to develop this. So after developing, this will be given, handed over through Sarpanch. And then even DST suggested us to, you can involve NABARD. So then what I did, I met NABARD. I took people, a suggestion from them. Then what I did, in those villages, especially there is no farm FPOs. So there were no any FPO. So what we did, they said, you can form FPOs. So then we formed FPOs with this group of villages. So they form and they come up with their own ideas. Like this is the stage what we did. So FPOs also formed. Then next NGOs have come forward. Then NGOs also we included, like non-government agency, the who are already there in the village. They're giving in some other way, but they're mobile because it is required to reach to each and every person. So the who are actively there. One more I took that self-help group, women especially, women's, because women many were there. They're only with their works. They haven't with other. They should have some expertise. So there also we involved them. SDA, self-help group, SHG groups also we involved. So these are the involvements and these are the outputs. These are the deliverables what they're going to benefit. So they were happy and they release amount, and year-wise, as per my milestone, as per my plan, we executed that and we shown, and even I arranged the meeting. Actually, DST themselves, they called the center to visit our village to see the resources. They visited personally, around total panel members they visited and they saw and they interacted with the people and they felt very happy. So see, like that we can do, so you will get that. So this is means my question, my answer to you is, first we have to create a rapport, means before submitting the proposal, first we should have some study and we have to get the details, in detailed details if we give what they require, what we are going to give and what they are going to get. That's all. So they need this, and with this we got. So this if we can do, sir. Like this
Thank
you
you.
can do. This is
Thank
what
you, sir.
I would like to say. I gave more explanation, but because this was a
very good,
story,
sir.
that's why I gave.
No, the whole story, whatever you have given, it will be very beneficial for all of us.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir.
I am Dr. Rajesh Kumar Sahu,
Yeah.
Professor at Agriculture University, Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Raipur.
Nice meeting you, sir. Please, sir.
Sir, it is my first exposure to the AI and intelligent technology. And especially my subject is agriculture extension. It's
Oh,
on the
okay.
sociological aspect. And in brief, its work is to transfer the required technologies to the farmers
Yeah.
and their problems to the research side.
Yes.
And so since last 2 days, I was recalling my the exposure to this intelligent technologies. But what I recall is that your technologies are very sophisticated for the farmers.
Yes.
We are installed in our university at many centers, in our colleges, research stations, and farms, the automated irrigation systems through the drip irrigation. And today, none of the center is having this in working condition. The technologies are so sophisticated that even the researchers and scientists and teachers are unable to keep it in working conditions. How do we expect from the farmers to do that? And that is the simplest one, the automated irrigation system through drip irrigation. And these sensors and everything to install in the farm Then the farms are so small and they're scattered all over the villages for their security and to maintain it in the working condition. It doesn't seem possible for a local layman farmer to keep it in working condition. So how do we can tackle this problem, sir?
Yes, sir. Yeah, got it, sir. So this, even in when I visited the villages, they also highlighted the same problem and the same question raised by the DST to me. So what I did, so as I said, the dropout graduates mainly I targeted them and I suggested them to make, that means they can start their own, correct? So this maintenance, whatever you are saying, sensor maintenance and all. So what here, if any farmer facing some problem, like if it is that sensors, the water, based on the moisture, the water is not releasing, like sprinkler, it's a sprinkler is not working. So here what we did, through this funding support, even we created a center, like 5 villages together, who are the nearby villages, what are the villages are there? Around nearby villages, we created one resource center. We established a resource center. We call it as Community Resilience Resource Center. So in that center, these dropout students will be taken care under the supervision of Gram Panchayat, Gram Sarpanches. Right? These people work. And as I said, the drone, the equipment, whatever the sensors, if any damage, repair, because we have given the training, because already we trained them for soldering, or if it's sensor, if it's correct or not, if it's working or not, and the IC PCB board, what if it is, how they have to test, how they have to check whether the sensor is active or not. These things already we given the training, under this training, whatever the field-based training, whatever is required, the technical training that we given. So these dropouts, what they're doing, they're sitting there in the center. And if they, based on their availability, they can sit. And the farmers reach to the Gram Panchayat, they will complain. There is a register. They complain, we have so-and-so problem in so-and-so center, so-and-so place. So what these people, they will do for the economically weaker section, they'll do freely. But the other farmers who are having land, they are also taking facilities of this. If they get any problem, these people will charge. Who will sell that one? Who will tell? The Gram Panchayat person will, the Sarpanch will tell this so whatever, how much cost it does. That they will take. If they have the device, they can do that. If they don't have that, if that component, whatever they require, the electronic component or module, whatever they want, already they have the sufficient. If they don't have, right, then they have to reach to the next center, that is the institution which they have the science, technology and innovation hub, they have a particular center. So there they have to reach there and they have to inform, because there the people are there. Like earlier I was there, like the other people also there. Because I was around with other 10 people. So those people are there. So those are the technical people. And this college already having the stock, because they maintain, because even we have curriculum, social innovation in practice. This is the module which we run in first year for engineering graduates. Okay, for all the graduates, they have to do that. Social innovation in practice means we take all the students batch wise to the village, have to visit, have to identify the problem, and have to come up and have to work on that particular problem and have to submit project, like a small project. Initially, we call it as a kickstart project. We call it as kickstart project, small project, even whatever it is, small project. For that, we maintain all these electronic components. So these people will come and they can collect. Like this means the main solution is we can create the resilience resource center in that particular village, and we have to identify the dropout educated, means like diploma background, ITI background students. And if we do this, if we maintain continuously, we can succeed, sir. It won't be any problem. And farmers also will do that. So, but continuous monitoring is required. This is what it's a
Very unique effort to even provide the employment to the rural youth, and then on the other hand, the service to the farmers. But sir, this project was under the finance, and what to do with the simple farmers, because the costing of this intelligent technologies is very high,
yes.
and the output, they are intangibles for the farmers. So they don't see that what the result they will be getting for exchange of such a sophisticated instruments
Exactly.
worth thousands and lakhs of rupees.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So here, what I did in my proposal, these were the initial points. Later, as I initially also I used startup, but here, especially for village people, we didn't call it a startup. They come up with small SMEs. Like they started this small SME, like these few people were very active, right? They got full-fledged training on drone. They got full-fledged training on IoT devices and interfacing with Raspberry Pi and all Arduino, all these devices they got. So then what they did, they started a small business like which is again supported. This is also part of the initiation of the government only. So they can start their initial business. Before starting, if the government is going to give them around 7 lakh to 10 lakhs of initial seed fund to start that initial, right? They started. Next, with this, what they have to do, the village people, as you questioned, right? They are unable to do that, unable to spend that much of amount because they are already weak of section. So through this SME, we can give the subsidy prices. Through subsidy prices, they can give the technology, this technology product, because already we given the technology product. This SME going to make the replica of the models. They are going to make the replica of the models. The same replica of the model will be distributed to the villagers, the farmers who need, right? They come forward and have to discuss with the Gram Panchayat, and they discuss, and same thing will be pointed to here. And this SME again submitted this to whom they have supported, at what price they have supported. This again they have to submit to MSME. So this is the interlink. Like this, it should go. So like this was my deliverables. One of the deliverable was this. So they started like this. So this way we can do.
And they can establish the agribusiness centers in the association with
Yes,
the NABARD.
every resilience resource center does this. So like this, it will go.
Okay, thank you, sir. I have some
Thank you.
concepts on developing the projects on different fields. Later words, when I will have some groundwork on them, I will contact you, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure,
That's
sir.
fine.
100%, sir. I'll be in touch. I'll support you and I'll be collaborating. Okay. We'll
Thank you,
collaborate
sir.
and we can work. Thank you so much.
So good morning, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Very good morning.
So myself, Dr. Renu Pathak. I am working as a Chief Technical Officer in KVK Dindori. Sir, I
Oh,
wanted to
nice.
know whether there is a model exist for crop disease detection.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if the
Yeah,
farmer,
model.
farmer comes with their plant suffering from the disease, our systems after scanning can suggest the recommendations.
Yes. Yeah, it can suggest, ma'am. My model can suggest because I'm using here, especially generic AI. That means called, it's not like already we know virtual boards everywhere you are using, right? Chatbots we are seeing. In a similar way, here, especially for agriculture, based on the crop and based on because we identified around 4,000 diseases in my model, 4,000 diseases, 4,000 plus diseases we have taken. If based on that based on that leaf, whatever the disease, whatever it is there, it takes a picture, it analyzes, it detect, and it will give these are the possibilities. And how much damage also it will give the percentage. It will give that analysis. That model is there.
So what all crops you have covered there?
Actually here we crop different crops we have done. The main was we done here is hibiscus. Actually this is the flower, hibiscus flower plant.
Yeah, I know.
Many exam here. So that was first one. The other one is about what we call broccoli. Broccoli is one, and the other one is tomato. Tomato. This is one, and the other one is mostly regularly they use leafy vegetables here. Actually, in our place, they call here is spinach, but it's not spinach. In our place, we call it different. Here is they called as part of spinach, but it's not spinach. It's some. So that is one, and other one is about this lady's finger. They don't have brinjal. Brinjal also they have brinjal, and the other soya bean. Soya bean also they have. The other actually they get another vegetable here. It's like cucumber type, but it's not similar type. So that creeper, it's also one type of creeper. So that also they have. So it's almost similar, small variety difference was there.
Sir, can you provide us for the experimental purpose?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Will do. I'll do that.
Or is there, it is possible to update something with the crops which is not available in your model?
Okay, I'll
Like,
check and I'll update.
like minor millets are the main crops of our district.
Yeah,
You might be knowing Kodo Kutki. That are the one crop that like Ramtila, that is Niger is there.
all right. Okay, ma'am. But yeah, I will provide a model. Even you can also send, and can take my email ID from Akshay.
Yes, sir.
You can share the data set. Even I will run. I'll check and I will show the results to you also, so that you can feel it's okay. Then we can extend.
So
I can
first of all,
check.
what the model you are having, we are going to implement that itself.
Yeah,
For your, as you told that brinjal is there, cabbage is
Yeah.
there. For
Yeah.
that we will work. Soybean also there, we can work in that also. And after that we'll make the updation as
Yeah.
required. I'll
Okay,
send
ma'am.
you the data. Thank you
Sure,
so
ma'am.
much, sir, for your
Yes.
wonderful sessions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suresh sir. I think
Yeah,
it's a
Akshay.
very interactive session.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
all
so
the
much.
participants are very happy with your presentation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
So
you so much. And
I think it's
especially I
your
would like to
lunchtime, sir,
thank,
right?
actually 1 minute.
Huh.
Especially I would like to thank, because all senior people are here. I really thank you, sir. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. So whatever the work I have done, based on that, I have given the presentation. And if I did anything, if I did any mistake or anything, please excuse me for that. And even I'm open to work with further collaboration if you have anything in any domain, even for the proposal, even for the Department of Science and Technology proposal writing also, if you want, I can be as a part of that also, because I already working with Departments of Science and Technology, even in Indo-Malaysia collaboration project also we are doing one. So like that also, if you, because you are all from agriculture university, because here especially I'm unable to get agricultural professors. That's the reason. So I'm saying openly, that's the reason I requested Akshay. Sorry, okay, sorry for that. So that's why I want to share with you all. Thank you everyone. And Akshay, please share me the feedback. Okay, so that
Definitely, sir.
where I can rectify in future, so that I can improve my. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Okay,
over
sir.
to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So the participants, please move for the tea. And then we have, after 10 minutes, we have a session in the lab. So please be fast.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Suresh sir.
Thank you, Akshay. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
In the third floor.